This is our white belt self-defenses. First one we're going to do is our wrist grab. Attacker is going to reach straight across and grab. I'm going to take my opposite hand, grab my hand. I'm going to step back and pull to the ear with a loud yell. Then my hands are going to come back to my fighting stance. I'm going to do a back leg front kick, land, fold, and fighting stance. All right, full speed. Aye! Come back. My second wrist grab are going to be a double wrist grab from behind. So the first thing I'm going to do is look to find the attacker's knee, stomp on the knee. Then I'm going to bring my hands to my hips, step and clap, turn and look, elbow to the attacker's head or face, step away, fighting stance. Full speed. Iron! Okay, we're going to be showing our gold belt self-defenses now. Both the attacker and the defender will be in left side and front fighting stance. They're going to take their back hand and be punching to my nose. I'm going to fold my front hand back as he punches. I'm going to block, yell, twist, and punch back. All right, full speed. Aye! And back. The second defense is going to be the lapel grab. The attacker is going to grab. I'm going to raise my left hand up the same side that they're grabbing and trap their hand so they can't get away. My right hand will come up. I'm going to step back with the same side that they're grabbing, twist, pulling that person in as I punch back. Then I will come back elbow to the face, step feet together, fold, and fighting stance, creating distance. Full speed. Aye! All right, we're working on our green belt self-defenses. The first one we're going to do is our choke defense. The attacker is going to take both hands and choke. I'm going to take my left hand, trap one hand. My right hand is going to go up. I'm going to go up on my tippy toes, twist, knock their hands down, elbow to the face, and create distance. Full speed. Aye! Second defense is our bear hug self-defense. Partner is going to wrap their arms around. First thing I'm going to do is drop my weight and bring my hands up, trapping them and shooting out. Then, since I have moved to the left, my attacker should be straight behind for an elbow, hammer fist. Then I'm just going to step out in fighting stance. Full speed. Iron! All right, we're going to be running through our purple belt self-defenses. First one we're going to be doing is our headlock defense. So the partner is going to wrap around, squeezing tight. First thing I'm going to do is trap the leg, step in front. I'm going to be striking to the groin and the kidneys at the same time. Then I'm going to grab the wrist and the shoulder, open up the lock, step behind, wrap it up to the belt in the back, and I'm going to keep them here in a containment for a second. Then I'm going to push them away, creating distance, fold for my fighting stance, and fighting stance. Full speed. Iron! The second defense we're going to do is our armbar choke defense. From here, I'm going to trap. I'm going to drop my weight by taking my right leg and stepping straight back. From here, I'm going to let go with one hand, elbow, hammer fist. Then I'm going to do just like I did for the headlock, step behind, wrap them up to the belt, containing them by grabbing the shoulder, create distance with a push, fold, and fighting stance. Now full speed. Iron! We're now going to be going through our blue belt self-defenses, starting off with our chicken wing self-defense. The attacker is going to wrap the person's arm behind their back. From here, I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to push in their guts as I take a step away to create distance. From here, I'm going to slide my hands up, turn into my fighting stance. Chamber, kick to the knee, re-chamber, then I create distance, again with my fighting stance. Full speed. Iron! The second defense we're going to do is our hammerlock self-defense. Partner's going to wrap behind, right to the belt. Other hand will be on the person's shoulder. From here, I'm going to raise my left hand up. I'm going to sneak my left foot behind so I can do a little turn. And as I turn, right here, I can grab the wrist, come through, drop straight down. I have not hit the person yet, but I got that hand off of my shoulder. From here, I'm going to come through elbow to the face, point, elbow again to the face. I'm going to turn all the way out, roll the shoulder over, keeping this hand on my body, up pivot, round kick to the face, and fighting stance. All right, full speed. All right, we're going to be walking through our blue with a red stripe youth defense, which is our shoulder throw. From here, the attacker will put the person in a rear naked choke, getting it nice and tight. From here, I'm going to grab the wrist and the shoulder and get a hold of that uniform. I'm going to do 3 quick things. I'm going to take a big step so my body's facing the opposite direction. I'm going to drop my knee straight down to the ground. I'm going to make sure that my partner's armpit is right snug on my shoulder. All right? If there is too much distance between, it's not going to work. So I keep them nice and tight. As I drop to my knee, I'm going to twist and pull that person over nice and slow, holding on to them as they come through. From here, I just stand up and create distance. All right, we're going to be walking through our red belt and red with a brown stripe self-defenses. We're going to start off with our leg sweep self-defense, which begins with a wrist grab, so the partner is going to attack. I'm going to step, reverse that grip, even with that foot, or maybe even a little bit behind. From here, I would then palm heel to the face. If I was competing in the tournament, I would then step back in fighting stance. For our belt exams, after the palm heel, I'm going to grab the belt, step behind, get a nice deep stance, try possibly to get behind both legs. From here, I'm going to pull with my left as I twist and bring that person around. My goal is to have them land on the left side of me. Then from here, step back, create distance, and fighting stance. Full speed. Our next defense is our push defense. The attacker is going to push one time. I'm going to take a step back, raise my hands up to be prepared. As they come in for the second one, I'm going to do an open hand brush block, then return with a ridge hand to the face, create distance with my fighting stance. Now full speed. We're now going to be walking through our youth and adult brown belt self-defenses. We're starting off with our brown belt lapel grab. From here, the attacker is going to grab straight across. Unlike the gold belt self-defense with the lapel instead of the left, we're going to be grabbing with the right. I don't want to grab the wrist and support it. I'm actually going to go all the way over and try to get into the palm of the attacker's hand. From here, without stepping, I'm going to twist, breaking their balance, and then I'm going to roll that over as I drop all the way back to a back stance, similar to our pseudo lock. From here, I peel that and I trap it. I lock it tight to the chest and I do not let that loose. From here, I'm going to add a little bit of support to my grip by placing my hand on the elbow. Then I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on the wrist, keeping that hand tight against my chest, knee to the face, and fighting stance. Full speed. Our second defense is our double lapel grab. From here, the attacker will reach across with both arms. I'm going to make an X without taking any steps, raise straight up, knock their hands off. Now that my hands are here, I'm going to do a twin chop to the neck, coming in on an angle like a letter V. Then I will grab the shoulders. I'm going to step, knee to the groin. From here, I'm going to grab the belt, nice and firm. I'm going to grab the arm, and then I'm going to take another step. I want to step behind all the way, and then I'm going to try to have my hips lower than his for me to get him in fork under. Then I would pick up and do the throw. From here, full speed. Aye!